I fight very strongly against libertarian influence within the Republican Party and the conservative movement.
It's enough to make you think twice about some Republicans' professed commitment to freedom and worry for the future of the Republican Party. Can constitutional principles survive in Rick Santorum's vision of the Republican Party? We bring in good friend of the show, Reason Magazine's Matt Welsh. Matt, it's a pleasure. Welcome back to Freedom
Thanks,
Watch.
Judge.
What happened a couple of days ago? How did Rick Santorum become the winner of the week? Is the Republican Party going more towards his brand of, I wear my religion on my sleeve and I want to make you agree with me and I want to regulate your private life? Or was this just an aberration in this election cycle?
I think both. In this election cycle, anytime Mitt Romney looks like he's going to be anointed the front runner, then the voters in some states say, hold on, don't rush me. We're not ready to have that happen just yet. Because Mitt Romney doesn't really excite anyone in the base. He's kind of a mirror that you hold up to the incoherence of the modern Republican Party. Santorum is a good campaigner. He's been very good on the stump for his ideas, and he represents ideas that a lot of Republicans, not necessarily libertarians, hold dear. He's basically the compassionate conservative champion out there running.
What do you think of his disdain for libertarians? I mean, the clip that we just ran is the second one. There's another one that's out there you've probably seen where he says, I don't know of any time in history where individualism has brought happiness or prosperity. I guess he forgot about the first two-thirds of American history before the progressive era when Woodrow Wilson and Teddy Roosevelt came along. But bringing this to today, could he possibly get the nomination? And if he got it, could he possibly win without bringing libertarians in instead of freezing them out?
I don't think that he could win, and he would certainly lose if he keeps this up. But it's a heartfelt reflection of his views. He thinks the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution are programs against radical individualism. He thinks that they imbue in them a sense that we should restrain the individual from making all these personal autonomy type of choices, and that is a legitimate role of government. It's a cockeyed view, but it's one that, unfortunately, I think a lot of Republicans hold.
Does Mitt Romney hold that view as well? Does Newt Gingrich?
Well, I think if anyone knows what Mitt Romney's actual views are, they got a great career ahead of them. And Newt Gingrich just wants to, as you know, fire every judge that he disagrees with. No, but there is a strong feeling. It's both the compassionate conservatives and also neoconservatives. They have been anti-libertarian by name. John McCain and George W. Bush both singled out libertarians as well. You can find clips of them saying that by name, too. So libertarians have been a marginalized kind of fringe. The thing is, right now, they're on the grow. Their message is more popular, and the Republican message is less popular, so they're trying to figure out this sort of civil war right now.
Probably the most conservative Republican in the United States Senate, Jim DeMint from South Carolina, was just on the show a few minutes ago. He says that Republicans will fail without libertarians, and any Republican that excludes them rather than tries to bring them in will destroy the party. Do you agree?
I do, and unfortunately for Jim DeMint, it might be a little bit too late. I think he's right to try to reach out to a tendency that is actually really the only tendency within the kind of broad right coalition that is actually serious about cutting government. I think Jim DeMint is serious about it too, but that tendency, and especially supporters of Ron Paul, aren't buying it from Republicans anymore, and so they're going to have to do more than say, "Oh, I'm in favor of cut, cap, and balance." During an election year, the Ron Paul support might not be portable.
Matt Welsh, always a pleasure. Thanks for your analysis and thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Jeff.
Up next.